And if you're not subscribed right now, hit the subscribe button. So the John Campea Show is a channel that I watch every day. It is the Papa Bear to our baby bear. There's been recent changes on the show. Let me start with, first of all, John Campea has this is Robert Meyer Burnett. Quick rundown of what's been going on. This is Robert Meyer Burnett, a movie director who's been on the John Campea Show for years, ever since they were first sponsored by AMC, then Collider, then when John went on his own. Who also works with the John Campea Show is John Campea's brother-in-law by the name of Ray Ora. Full disclosure, I have been in direct communication with Ray Ora before, just direct messaging, nothing big. We talked about my channel and things about their channel. So anyway, Ray Ora does all of their graphics and whatnot. When John Campea went solo on his channel and things got a little bit better, he brought back, or at least brought to the forefront, his he calls him his fact checker, but he's pretty much one of the producers of the John Campea Show. Jonathan Boyko is his name. Then later on, and he's always had an assistant by the name of Taylor Gonzalez, who was also, these guys were always in the background. Recently, the John Campea Show, who had never been sponsored by a company before, recently found sponsorship. And when the John Campea Show started to get sponsors, and we hope to get sponsors someday. So Energizer batteries, if you want to sponsor, I don't care who, Coca-Cola, come on. But John Campea started to get sponsored by companies like Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile. And then he announced some changes to the show that were going to improve the show, or he was taking chances on some upcoming changes. One of those changes were bringing in new co-hosts named like Kaylee and Alu onto the show to help him with the show. Then there were changes like when John Campea stole one of our panelists. You got your attention there, didn't I, Giovanni? Right there, Giovanni. Like, what the fuck? He's like, what
did he steal?
So I always joke about this. I say he stole one of our co-hosts. That was the picture I showed you earlier, Miss Amy Newman. Amy Newman here, if you don't know, has been on the channel for over a good part of the whole, like 2020, 2021 mostly. And we joke about it because she auditioned to join the John Campea Show because she lives in California. John is based in California. Me and her, we only did the show remotely. And she joked about it. She's like, dude, John, this is when she got the job. She was there temporarily. She said, John is doing open auditions for the John Campea Show. I'm going to audition for it. She auditioned. I said, you're going to get it. And she did it. She got it. She was there helping out. And the reason why she was there helping out was because she was filling in for another co-host, which is by the name of Chris Carr. Chris Carr was taking a step back for a while. I think she got COVID, and Amy came in to fill in. Around this time, John was talking about how now that we have sponsors and we got more money coming in. Like, long story short.
And to make a long story short, too late.
Too late. Amy Newman came in to fill in, but it looked like they were all going to grow into one big, group. And then recently, John was starting to announce changes like. Danny, I appreciate you, Danny. John kept announcing changes like we're going to include Amy Newman. We're going to include our new host, Alu, and everybody. But then little by little, these people started to leave the channel. And one day on John's live, when he was asked, why are these people joining the channel and then leaving? And he tells, I mean, he announces on his show that he wants the show is called the John Campea Show. And he was advised to make the show more centered around him. And recently he's been getting a lot of grief from his followers or just trolls that just happen to follow him and giving him shit about it. You got these people. We loved Amy Newman. Why? Who doesn't love Amy Newman? Amy Newman helped elevate this show. When she was on this show, she elevated it. John is good at picking talent. The problem was that John Campea is not the type of guy who's afraid of taking a chance, and if that thing is not working, he will cut it off real fast. So what I'm seeing on the John Campea Show is that he's not getting the results that he thought he was going to get, so he's doing a lot of cutbacks. So all these people that were auditioning for the channel and helping out with the channel, and people started to like and were getting used to, they had to leave because it turned. This is my opinion. I don't get any information from anybody. I don't even ask Amy about what's going on behind the scenes because it's not my business. I don't care, and she wouldn't tell me anyway, even if I did ask. But this is my opinion. John is the type of guy who's just not afraid of taking chances. If it's not working, he'll end it. But when he mentioned on his show that his financial advisor said the show needs to be more centered around him because it's called the John Campea Show, but you have it stretched in with all these other panelists. I guess he realized that the show can make the same amount of money it can with fewer people. So these people started to get cut out. But lately, a lot of people have just been giving him shit about it. There's no real reason why I'm bringing this up and made this a topic. I just wanted to talk about it because, like, my show has gone through changes. I'm the same way. I'm not afraid of trying something different to elevate the show. And if it doesn't work, I'll cut it out. If Giovanni's back full time, if it's not, and if he passes gas just one time, out of here.
Or as Tab likes to say, Chris is all about the gossip. He is a messy
B.I. I am. But no. Nobody has fed me any information about the, thank you for the donation, Daniel. But remember, if you send in a super chat, they put it in the form of a question, because we'll talk about it, or a funny comment.
The lights.
We have, I'm sending someone. I'm typing a response to him.
My whole point about the John Campea Show and why these changes are happening, I just feel like he's finding a groove. He's finding his voice. He's finding where the show is, what works and what doesn't, and he's cutting it out. He's getting shit about his channel because the people that he brought on, and it looked like he had the money to do it. He's got the sponsors. He's got the support of his channel. Daniel is just an example of. Imagine what Daniel is doing for the channel right now on this channel, and imagine that times like 500. That's what John Campea pretty much gets every day.
He means Danny to send $500.
Yeah, so convince everybody that's on the live chat to keep sending us $2 or $1.
Yeah.
I don't no.
Or Danny only sends $500.
Yeah, Daniel sends $500. It's gonna get real dirty real fast. Around.
Peter says he hasn't watched John in ages. It's you guys, movie bobbing charts with Dan.
I feel like John has realized that he can save some money without
yes, it's a question. But
listen,
what are you asking?
We got a wisecracker over here in the comment section. But the question on the John Campea Show is like, will some of these people come back? They're taking a step back and they're going to do their own things in their own channels. I've asked Amy Newman Amy's gonna be coming back to the channel here whenever she's available, whenever our timing is correct. So everybody's pretty much going off on their own to focus on their own, individual channels and projects. And I think the changes that are coming, I am one of these fans that are not used to seeing something that I like. I loved it when all these other people were on the channel, and then they go away so fast. It kicks my ass too. I hate it. But guys, it's his channel. We don't know what's going on behind the scene. Let the guy do what he wants to do with his own channel. Let the guy do his thing. You can if you want more Robert Meyer Burnett, you can go to his YouTube channel on the Burnett Work. If you want to see Amy Newman does more work with Taylor Gonzalez. Let me pull his picture back. You can see Amy Newman with Taylor Gonzalez. You can also see Amy here on this channel as well, whenever our schedules line up. So there's a bunch of YouTube channels out there that just loves giving John Campea shit. And I'm not a John Campea apologist. Maybe I am. I don't know. I probably am. But come on, guys, let the man have his channel.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.